Hey, welcome back. We are sitting in the green room at Bricktown Comedy Club in Oklahoma City, and I am sitting with an absolute legend, the Canadian legend of comedy, Russell Peters. Russell, how are you, my man?
Oh, I thought you meant Jason Rouse because he's right there.
We already got this guy, the devil,
Right there.
legend in the making, and then somehow my ass is sitting here in Oklahoma with you.
Well, we got to have somebody.
How long have you been doing comedy now, Russ?
35 years.
How do you still feel about it at this point?
That's all I know how to do, guys. It's literally all I know how to do. I'm acting this summer. I'm doing a Shakespeare play, but that's not who I am. I found out I'm not good at it.
How has it been making an adjustment from comedy to something like Shakespeare?
I never liked Shakespeare. I never studied Shakespeare. I never read Shakespeare. I've never been interested in Shakespeare. Now that I've read it, I even like it less.
Oh, perfect. Okay. Well, let me ask you this. What advice would you give to a new comic if they were to approach you right now and ask you?
I would ask them why they're doing it. What's their reason? Because a lot of people are getting into comedy now because they want to be famous, not because they want to be funny. And for me, it's all about being funny. Being funny, making the audience laugh. That's the only reward I wanted, was to hear laughter. If the money came, the money didn't come. I still want to make people laugh. It didn't really matter.
Can I ask you a specific version of that question also? For somebody that's not in the American markets, like for myself, yourself, you started in Canada, anybody else in a smaller market, other than move to America, what is a specific piece of advice you can give someone that's trying to break out of a system that they just don't even know how to?
Be funny. It's the only way you get past everybody in this game. The game is about being funny. And you could be popular, but it doesn't mean you're funny. Think about it in high school. The popular kid wasn't the funny kid. The funny kid was the guy making fun of the popular kid. The popular kid was probably a dickhead. Just relate it all back to everything you know and go, well, the popular guy in high school. Remember your popular person in high school was? Was it you?
I was a popular kid, yeah.
I was not.
Okay.
I was not a popular kid. I knew a lot of people, but I didn't trust a lot of them. In the first high school, second high school, I liked everybody because they were all fucked up.
I was popular just by circumstance. I moved a lot. By the time I was 22, I moved 13 times. So I was never really in one spot. So I either, it was sink or swim, be popular or be alone, which also had its own baggage, you know what I mean?
Wait, where did you grow up?
I was born in Greece.
Oh, yeah.
I grew up in London, Ontario, half, and then, yeah, exactly. And then Hamilton, Ontario, the second half. Exactly. So most def is what made me realize I was black.
Wow, this is horrible. Your parents never bought you the toy thing that you had to put the shapes in because they never put you into the shapes that fucking matched you.
No.
Greece, London, Hamilton, all the places where you just don't fit in.
They wanted me to hear the N-word every day until I was about 18.
Yeah, and that's just when you got home.
No, Africans don't say they're no nigga. Okay, let me ask you this. What advice would you go back in time and give yourself when you first started?
I don't know if I would have given myself any advice. I would have, no, I think I wouldn't have changed anything, to be fair. I mean, I would have made more changes in my personal life than I would have made in my professional life. Okay. I think that's the more important move for me.
What personal choice, like discipline or?
Yeah, I would have had a little bit more discipline. I would have done things differently. I would have, but that's, as you get older, that's when you realize you should have done things differently. But again, the end result is where we're at now. So one change could affect everything, right? So I think maybe we should just ride it out and see what happens now.
Hell yeah, I love that. I got one final question for you. I know he's got a headline right quick, but what is stand-up comedy to you, or what does it mean to you?
Well, stand-up is the last expression of free speech we have. It's the only place where you're going to hear the truth now. Opinions don't matter because this is all about how we see the world. Most comedians, if you show us a big picture, we don't look at the big picture. We look at some sort of weird detail in that big picture, and we focus on that, and we fixate on it. Then we make you see it, and then the rest of the world starts seeing things through our eyes. And that's how we can probably make the truth palatable for people, because the truth is like poetry, and nobody fucking likes poetry.
That's it. Yo, Russell Peters, thank you so much. This meant the world. Love and respect.
And congrats on your set. This guy came to Oklahoma City. He did a spot, and it was nice. This was the second bombing in Oklahoma City.
Cut! Back to the show. Thank you, Russell Peters. Love and respect, OG.
I love y'all. Thank you for supporting. Once again, the Patreon is launched. If you do want to watch my comedy special right now, you can do so. It's only $10 and you can get it as part of the subscription fee. So like if you subscribe to the Patreon, you can get it that way, or you can just buy it outright for $10 that way. Once again, for transparency, I will release the comedy special for free on the YouTube once we hit 1,000 subscribers. So you can also just hit the subscriber button and just do that. You can support that way, whichever way you want to support. I'm on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, all that. I don't necessarily use it the way everybody else does, but I'm there if you want to find me. AKA Black Zeus is the person to find on those platforms.